3, 4, 5 swings, that might even up the situation, you know?
What stands out in this matchup?
Baby Dragon! Baby Dragon!
Not only that, what level is it?
Oh, it's a level 3
Oh my god!
Dragon.
And his guards are level 3 too.
ShreddyWap. So ShreddyWap must be a very skilled player to make it this far.
And his poison's also level 3 too.
Oh my god.
He's Inner Lol. A second coming of Inner Lol. He's not afraid.
What is the common thing is that they're all
They're the hardest card. You know what? We're going to go ahead and put Baby... We don't get to put Baby Dragon up on the screen
I'm
very
surprised
often.
we even have that card.
I made these a long time ago, yes. And I'll keep Bowler up there for Vizard. So, okay, so Vizard running a Giant Bowler, the Giant Bowler Poison, kind of the new meta deck that we've been seeing a whole lot of. It's an evolution of the last Giant Poison deck involving Bowler instead of, Prince, which has been pretty common. ShreddyWap, I like that he's got the Lava Miner combo that did so well for Clyde in the games that we watched, but also Baby Dragon kind of functions as a second miner in this case. It's very fast. You play it at the river. It gets up into the tower range quickly. It clears out archers, spear goblins, minions, all sorts of dumb shit, dumb cards that would be there blocking your Lava Hound. And it tanks pretty well. Once the Lava Hound blows up, it can tank for the Lava Puff.
Yeah.
So it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, plus, Shreddy has a lot of air.
Yeah.
And what does Vizard have to guard against the air?
That's actually a really good point. He's got Ice Wizard, Ice Spirit, and then what was that? Poison?
Yeah, that's ugly looking.
But,
Let's see.
Then to the other point, he's got a lot of heavy ground units, and then what's...
Baby Dragon's not really known for his DPS.
Well, he wasn't known for his DPS, but he got a pretty significant, or is it she? She got a pretty significant DPS boost. It was about, I want to say like a 12 or 13% DPS boost. Like, that's pretty reasonable for a card that was fringe playable. Like, it's not, Baby Dragon wasn't terrible. It's just that Musketeer's really popular.
Yeah.
That's your hard counter, right?
Yeah. All right, they're going head to head.
Exciting, fast matchup here.
What I like, what I assume the plan here is that Vizard wants his giant bowler push to go down the lane of the Lava Hound to prevent any of the Lava Hound support to come down the same lane. You use the bowler to keep like lumberjacks, whatever, anything, knights, barbs, whatever would be coming down the lane.
That mini Pega might not even reach.
Yeah,
He's...
jump away.
Oh... Kept on pushing the mini Pega back and back and back and back. Let the giant get a few hits in.
Baby Dragon though matches up pretty well with the with the bowler, right? Like the bowler is doing a little too much damage there, but Baby Dragon is also not taking any. It doesn't get knocked back because it never gets targeted.
Yeah.
But then on the second hand, he also put on a good, damage on the other side with the counter push.
Yeah.
1.6
to 1.3.
Smart move by Vizard to use the poison there. He hit both the miner and all the pups, which I think really added up.
Yeah. I agree. Now the Lava Hound moves across. There's no giant to trade right now, so...
It was.
God,
that is some bold moves right there. I don't think I would have ever in a million years pumped in that situation.
Yeah.
I like the Ice Spirit with the knockback, because you get to knock him back twice.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Beat it.
The thing is, he's not worrying about the Lava Hound itself, because the Lava Hound itself is not going to do much damage, so...
All the damage of one Spear Goblin.
The miner. Play the miner.
Here, and is it locked on? The Baby Dragon, I think, is now being targeted as you want, but between the Zap and the Poison, and the Ice Wizard, the pups were just gone already.
Yeah.
Still, though, ShreddyWap's ahead.
Yeah, just pretty much cut it in half to what it was before, so...
So that was a trade for the Collector, basically.
But yeah, he basically was willing to take a little bit of damage to get that Collector out.
Was it worth it? We'll see.
Hope so.
We will see. Guard gets 1 poke, 2 pokes.
I'm really excited, though, that a player with 3 underleveled cards is able to make it here. I think that shows how much that card levels don't matter nearly as much as people make them out to be, and honestly, skill and using your cards in the right way really matter.
That's interesting.
Great.
I think Shreddy might take this tower.
Oh, wow, because the Lumberjack comes in and cleans up the Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah, the poison was actually
But this might be a tower trade here. Oh,
tower trade. Wow. No. Well played.
Not a trade,
Nope,
though.
not a trade.
The Ice Wizard has...
Now it's a trade.
Now it's a trade.
All right.
That situation just went.
Yeah. Now.
But big disadvantage for ShreddyWap having to cast the... Oh, it didn't even take it because there's 18 left.
He's going to have to waste the zap.
And yeah, having to spend that 6 elixir there, Vizard was able to take advantage and
look at this tower.
Wow, and just like that, no way! Vizard took a tower in the last, few seconds of the game? Because he knew that his opponent has to drop 6. That's effectively like he only has 4 elixir for defense, so just going right in.
So
Giant Lumberjack, go in, yeah.
It's kind of that whole thing where it's like,
One goes to
you're
Vizard.
actually... So, Rebham, you mentioned at the start of the stream about Lava Hounds being able to somehow push past like a Giant Bowler deck and get the 3 crown quicker than a Giant Bowler can. But in this case, I think the fact that Vizard did not put anything onto the Lava Hound in terms of damage means it dies slower, means the damage happens slower, means that Vizard gained that little bit of extra time.
He almost allowed it to happen, right?
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? Like, in terms of tempo, once we hit overtime, first tower goes down.
Yeah.
I would rather make my moves towards the second tower than just, like, overly waste time defending this tower that's probably not defensible in the first place.
It was a great strategy.
Awesome. All right, well, let's move on. ShreddyWap. Sticking with the Lava Hound Baby Dragon deck, so we get a second shot at this beautiful beast of a deck. Vizard rolling with a 3 Musketeer deck running Zap and Log, Miner and Knight. What do you think about this one, Clark Kent?
That one is just, it's beyond me. It's actually kind of smart. You got a couple tanks for, split push of the 3 Musketeers, and everything else is cheap cycle. So, I mean, without a pump to get to the 3 Musketeers, got to have a cheap cycle so you keep on pumping them out. So, it's going to be an interesting play, but I mean, he matches really well with Nair deck. So
what stands out to me is the redundancy. There's so many duplicate cards. Like Zap and Log are kind of the same card, right? 2 elixir spells to push to repel decent pushes. Knight and Miner are kind of the same card. Ice Wizard and Ice Spirit are kind of the same card, right? Like cheap, effective defense. It seems like Vizard really wants to focus on splitting the 3 Musketeers, and then he just goes like, I need cheap tanks in front of him. I need some combat tricks and spells, and I need a little bit of slows, right? Freezes and slows. And the 3 Musketeers will take care of every other thing for me.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm still not convinced. I feel like every time we saw the Baby Dragon, it was getting dumped. So, I
think if we thought Baby Dragon was bad against 1 Musketeer, 3 Musketeers is like probably 3 times as bad, right?
yeah,
I'm no mathematician. But it's going to be hard, especially because he can split them, so you don't even have the option, for example, of putting the Baby Dragon in the other lane to have dodged the Musketeer.
right off the bat, heavy, and then right off the bat.
However, if they're focusing on that, the psych. The minion's actually doing some pretty good damage there. But yeah, cool. And even then, that push on the other side's good. That left side push is scary.
Yeah, that Knight's going to do some damage.
Yeah. People really underrate the Knight. The Knight is sort of the original Lumberjack, and that he has
it
a
did
really
as much
fast
damage
melee
as the
attack
right
speed.
side push. I mean, 1.580 solo Knight that was not even at max health.
Yeah.
At a full-on Lava Hound push on the right side, the healths are even. Vizard's ahead.
Just a week ago, people were saying Lumberjack and Log unplayable, but here we are, Vizard cutting a path through the top 8, or trying to at least, with both of them, and no other. Well, Ice Wizard and Miner. My bad. How about you just play 8 legendaries?
Yeah. So it's a full-on legendary deck. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, Baby Dragon.
Oh no, that Baby Dragon's gonna live a very short and sad life.
Yeah, poison zap. Is he going to zap? No, he's got to get to zap.
He has Zap now. I think he can use it. The problem is that they're going to shoot those minions down. Even if he zaps them now, 3 more elixir worth of value just got thrown away.
Yeah.
Might just take it.
He's going to take the
shot.
damage.
Oh, no!
Oh.
I think he might have expected, again, the level 3 poison comes in. Each of those probably should have died in 1 tower shot, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the difference between 1 tower shot and 2 tower shots there is the difference between, 300 damage and 0.
Yeah, and then this opens up so many options for Vizard. He has 2 towers equally damaged, and so he can start split pushing if he wants, push 1 tower. He can do whatever he wants.
That's one of the things we've seen week after week watching these 3 Musketeer decks is how great they are at putting equal amounts of damage on either tower and then really testing the opponent to be like, all right, how can you possibly defend both of these low health towers at once?
There's a poison zap. I think that Musketeer got away.
That Lumberjack's gonna take down that tower.
Is it?
Wow.
Oh! God.
That's how.
Swing.
Yeah, that's how fast that Lumberjack takes down. Chopping it down like a tree.
And Miner actually does pretty good work there, taking out the Lava Hound, or Ice Wizard, and then still getting 1 more hit on the tower. But God, nothing can stop those 3 Musketeer plays, and the poison came in just a little too late.
Yeah, and he.
Even with the Lava Hound holding, that's great log there. Even holding them back, it's just not. You don't want them held back. You just want them off the board.
Yeah.
That was overall well played.
Very well played.
Yeah.
ShreddyWap, I think, put up a good fight and managed to play his decks pretty well, but Vizard once again moves into the top 4 for the second week in a row with 2, I think, pretty innovative decks. I think he's definitely a sharp player playing interesting takes on meta archetypes.